You are not going to believe what Barış Baktaş just said, and if you're watching this video right now, stop everything and make sure you subscribe, like, and comment. Because the emotional storm behind his latest statement is nothing like the polished image he usually presents. In a moment that sent shockwaves through social media and left fans scrambling for answers, Barış Baktaş declared, "I won't go out to dinner with Yağmur again." A sentence so simple and yet so full of heartbreak, tension, and unspoken truths that the entire entertainment world immediately froze. This was not just a casual remark. This was the aftermath of weeks, maybe even months of rising tension, jealousy, betrayal, and the constant pressure of family interference pushing him to a breaking point. According to insiders, Barış's words were not planned or rehearsed. He didn't say them in front of a camera. He didn't post them on social media. He whispered them to a close circle of friends after yet another night filled with rumors, phone calls, and emotional chaos. But of course, nothing stays private in the world of celebrities, especially not when Yağmur Yüksel's name is involved. The moment the statement leaked, the internet exploded. Fans posted thousands of comments within minutes. Some were heartbroken, some furious, some convinced he was lying, and others certain that he was being forced into this decision by someone behind the scenes. But how did it get to this point? How did two people who seemed so inseparable, so connected, so emotionally intertwined end up at the center of a scandal that now threatens to tear their lives apart? The story, according to those closest to the situation, began several weeks ago when paparazzi caught Barış and Yağmur having dinner at an upscale restaurant. They were seated in a private booth, but their presence did not go unnoticed. Cameras flashed from the moment they stepped inside. Yağmur looked radiant, wearing a simple black dress, her hair pulled back in a way that made her seem both elegant and fragile. Barış, on the other hand, appeared tense, constantly glancing around as if searching for an escape route. But despite his nerves, there was something between them that night, something warm, familiar, undeniably intimate. What happened after the dinner changed everything. Word reached Barış's family before he even made it home. According to a source, his parents were furious, insisting that being seen with Yağmur again would destroy the fragile peace he had tried to rebuild in his personal life. They accused him of reopening old wounds, of stirring up drama for no reason, and of disrespecting the values they believed he should uphold. His mother reportedly told him that the entire family was being shamed because of his inability to detach himself from the past. And as if that wasn't enough, his siblings allegedly joined in, warning him that he was risking everything: his career, his marriage, and the family's image. On top of all that, Barış's wife found out about the dinner through a friend who had seen the photos online. The fight that followed, according to people familiar with the situation, was devastating. Voices were raised, tears were shed, accusations flew back and forth across the living room like knives thrown without aim. His wife reportedly asked him why he was constantly choosing Yağmur over his family, even unintentionally. She demanded to know whether he still had feelings for her and whether the rumors about their emotional history were true. Barış tried to defend himself, saying the dinner had been nothing more than a long overdue conversation between old friends, a moment to clear the air and end the constant speculation. But his explanation didn't land the way he hoped. His wife reportedly shouted that every time he said Yağmur's name, a part of her heart broke a little more. In that moment, she realized that even if he never admitted anything, the emotional bond between them had become too powerful, too real, too impossible to ignore. This emotional avalanche pushed Barış into making the one declaration he didn't want to make, that he would no longer go out to dinner with Yağmur. But was it truly his decision? Some sources say no. According to an insider who has known Barış for years, he has always had a soft spot for Yağmur, one that even he struggles to control. She was the one woman who understood him completely, the one person who could calm him when he was anxious, the one friend who knew him beyond the persona he shows the world. Their bond, though never publicly confirmed, was something powerful enough to ignite jealousy in anyone standing on the outside. And that jealousy, fueled by constant media speculation, became a weapon used against him by everyone who felt threatened by their connection. That's where the betrayal rumors come in. Some people close to Yağmur claim that she felt deeply betrayed after hearing his statement. They say she had hoped he would stand up for their friendship, maybe even defend her publicly instead of retreating behind a wall of silence. Others insist she never wanted anything romantic with him and that the rumors have been blown out of proportion. But regardless of what she truly feels, the pain on her face these past few days says more than any statement could. Paparazzi caught her leaving her apartment with her head down, trying to avoid cameras. She looked tired, drained, almost defeated. It was clear that the situation had taken a toll on her. Fans noticed it immediately. Thousands of posts flooded the internet saying she looked heartbroken. Some blamed Barış, accusing him of abandoning her to protect himself. Others blamed the wife, claiming she had manipulated him into cutting ties. And then there were those who blamed the family, insisting that old-fashioned pressure had pushed him into a corner. But the truth may be more complex than anyone realizes. According to a close friend, Barış has been emotionally collapsing behind closed doors. He reportedly hasn't slept well in weeks, constantly replaying the dinner in his mind and wondering whether he made the right choice. He told someone close to him that he never wanted to hurt Yağmur, that she meant too much to him, and that the idea of never sharing a meal or a conversation with her again felt like losing a part of himself. Yet he also said he felt trapped, cornered by expectations, obligations, and the heavy weight of a family that has always demanded he put their reputation first. This emotional tug-of-war is tearing him apart, and the media frenzy surrounding the situation is only making things worse. Every newspaper, every gossip site, every talk show host is speculating about what is really going on behind the scenes. Some claim that the dinner was secretly romantic. Others say it was a farewell meeting or a moment of closure. Some even claim that Barış and Yağmur had made plans for the future together, plans that fell apart when the scandal erupted. But the most shocking rumor circulating right now is that this dinner may have been the final step before something even bigger, divorce. While nothing has been confirmed, several insiders say that Barış has been struggling with his marriage for a long time. They say arguments became routine, affection faded, and trust disappeared long before the dinner with Yağmur took place. Some even insist that his marriage has been hanging by a thread for months, and that his emotional connection with Yağmur only highlighted what he was lacking at home. No one knows whether these rumors are true, but they have created an atmosphere of tension that keeps getting thicker. Fans are arguing online, choosing sides, posting theories, analyzing every expression in every paparazzi photo. Some say Barış's statement about not having dinner with Yağmur again is a lie. They claim he will eventually break down and reach out to her because their bond is too strong to sever. Others believe he will follow through, that he will distance himself completely, and that this will mark the end of an era, an emotional story that lasted years and ended with heartbreak for everyone involved. But the one question everyone keeps asking is, what does Yağmur want? Some sources say she wants peace, that she is tired of being dragged into scandals she never asked for. They say she wants her life back, free from the constant comparisons and rumors. Others claim she is devastated, that she had hoped Barış would choose her, or at least choose their friendship. There are whispers that she feels abandoned, betrayed, left alone in a storm she never created but became the face of. One thing is certain, the emotional consequences of Barış's statement will not disappear anytime soon. The tension between the families, the unresolved feelings, the media chaos, it will all continue to unfold in the coming days. And fans everywhere are waiting for the next chapter. So if you want to follow every twist in this emotional saga, make sure you subscribe, like, and comment, because the truth behind Barış and Yağmur's story is only just beginning to surface, and what happens next might be the most dramatic moment yet.